As I stand before you tonight, I can't help but reflect on the journey that has led me to this moment. In the late 80s, I embarked on a path that would forever change the landscape of hip hop. I was the first concert promoter to bring together East Coast and West Coast rappers for the groundbreaking tour Boys in the Hood tour, featuring iconic artists NWA, Eazy-E, Salt and Pepper, Heavy Day and the Boys, and MC Hammer. This tour was a cultural milestone that broke barriers. I then went on to promote the NWA Straight Outta Compton tours, which was featured in the actual movie that I think grossed about $200 million. In the 90s, I took on another pioneering venture by promoting the first multi-comedian national tour. That was called the Def Comedy Jam Tour. The only major comedy tours up to that point were Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. It was a bold move that reshaped the comedy industry and broke comedians like Chris Tucker and Martin Lawrence. But perhaps one of the most transformative moments of my career came in the late 90s when I became president of Master P's No Limit Films. Faced with rejection from major Hollywood studios, I didn't back down. Instead, I devised a groundbreaking model to self-distribute our independent movies directly through record chains. I was the first to sell movies directly to consumers via retail, sparking the birth of the direct-to-consumer home video business. No Limit Films went on to gross $44 million in 2.5 years. In the 2000s, I created the first independently black-owned distribution business, which was called Urban Works Entertainment, introducing stand-up comedy DVDs to major retailers like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy through the immensely Def Comedy Jam as well as And One Mix series. I also created my own stand-up series called the Platinum Comedy Series that featured Dave Chappelle, Steve Harvey, and Cedric the Entertainer. And I continued to push the boundaries by partnering with NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal to launch the Shaq All-Star Comedy Jam. But industry disruptions did not stop there. I produced Kevin Hart's Laugh on My Pain, the first stand-up special to be self-distributed directly to the theaters. This groundbreaking movie, under the newly formed AMCI Independent Program, grossed $8 million in the theaters. I then went on to promote and produce Kevin Hart's What Now stand-up show at the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium, becoming the first to produce a stand-up comedy special in a football stadium with an audience of over 53,000 people. As the first black executive in Hollywood to run a division inside a major studio, I formed Code Black and entered into a joint venture with Lionsgate, which enabled me to provide mentorship and opportunities for black-owned vendors as well as jobs. I am most proud of the fact that I've been able to provide mentorships and jobs to black executives who may not have had a path to get into the business. My former intern has won numerous Emmy Awards as a filmmaker. My former coordinator is the only black female in Hollywood who is a partner in a major talent agency, as well as my former assistant is now the head of film at Heartbeat. So what does all this mean? It means that every step of the way, I've been driven by a desire to break barriers, shatter expectations, and shift the culture of entertainment. In this moment of reflection, I'm reminded that our dreams and innovations can indeed change the world, and I'm proud to have paved the way for the next generation of culture shifters. My name is Jeff Clanagan, President and Chief Distribution Officer, co-founder of Heartbeat, and I'm a culture shifter.